True or false? A charcuterie board without meat is called vegan charcuterie board. Is that true or false?
False.
They say it's true,
What?
but really it's called awful.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have meat on your charcuterie board, it's like,
That's what
sorry.
it is, though. It says
I think that's going
uncured
against.
cooked.
It's like a hamburger.
Yeah.
You can't have not
A
burger.
vegetable
It's not a hamburger anymore.
Guess I'll just sit here and wait for Dad. And speaking
Hustling
of,
in.
wow, in his RVR Services sweatshirt,
Boom.
repping Ryan Van Riper, who was a guest on our podcast.
Yep. And how about this?
Yeah.
When you come to be a guest, we also have these little chip and
Clips.
clip holder things. They
Have a magnet for,
don't have anything that's,
yeah.
there's nothing up here that's metal.
We
And then
didn't come
these handy kitchen measurement
Yep.
thingamajigs. You can put those on your fridge.
Also a magnet, fridge magnet.
Yep. Thanks to RVR Services for that.
Mm-hmm.
Damon, put Ryan's information
info.
right down there.
Yeah.
So here we are. This is the 38th edition
Episode.
for the original father-son voiceover podcast, and it is on. We've just experienced what weather forecasters were calling a weather event of a lifetime here in the Midwest, here in South Central Wisconsin, and we don't want to make light of it because there are some places that were really hit hard, and I know they had wind chills down even as far as Texas, supposedly, but this. Actually, I mean, we had some snow.
We've had winters.
4 to 6 inches.
We've had winters,
a lot worse than this.
not full winters, but we've had winters in the last 4 years that I think were worse. We had one night that it was actually like -20 out, and there was 30-mile-an-hour winds, and it was supposedly -45. The real feel was. Well, I don't think it's that cold outside right now. Now maybe obviously the storm tracked differently, but like you said, they forecasted a lot of snow. I think we only got about 3 or 4 inches. And then it is windy outside. It is cold. It's frigid, but it's not as bad as I think we've had maybe a little bit worse. And it's definitely not maybe it's a lifetime storm for like newborn babies and stuff,
or a 5-year-old or something like that.
So anyway,
What do you suppose that
doesn't mean other places got it
yeah
worse,
right.
of course.
Yeah. What do you suppose the deal is with that? Do you think?
Oh, boy.
Do you think
Yeah.
Do you think they're trying to compete with all the clickbait out there and get people to watch them? Because I mean, a lot of regular television now, the regular channels that I watched growing up, and even you watched, but now there's just so much information out there. So much noise. You've got to maybe get their attention.
People are so busy. Not that they weren't before, but there's a lot of people that just spend 5 minutes getting their news.
Yeah.
I think. And I'm that way. I don't watch the news a lot, but you just see that must be how it is.
Yeah.
Because people are just so busy with their own lives. I think it is that. I think they're trying to get people's attention. I think, it's not safe outside.
Yeah, right.
It's cold.
Yeah.
You probably could get frostbite after 15 minutes if you were in a t-shirt and shorts. But I think they're hyping it up to try to get in front of people. And
Do you think it's also maybe just like you have to put on a coffee cup that you get at a restaurant? This may cause burns, hot, those types of things. Everything, there's so much litigation and legal ramifications that if you don't
have no ownership, for
or
your own
almost
bed.
like doctors where they have to kind of give you the worst case scenario because you don't want to give them the best case scenario.
And it'd
hey,
be worse,
what?
yeah.
So maybe
That's
that's what the
probably
weather
part of it, too.
forecasters do. Yeah, they're just trying to look out for our best interests and saying, hey, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, but it is true. And like I said, this doesn't mean that we're maybe you're at. If you're somewhere else
right.
and it's actually as bad as they said, that's too bad and kind of good for your reporters. But for us here in Wisconsin, Southwest Wisconsin, we've had worse weather. And I'm not saying that we were hoping for really, really bad, but they were talking about it being a lifetime storm, and it
wasn't.
just hasn't been.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more coming. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. They said Thursday night into Friday was supposed to be the worst.
The whole reason I brought that up was for this one purpose. This is very nice and warm.
Oh,
this RVR
nice.
Services sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So we talked all about the weather
Yeah.
just to get to that main point.
Yeah. point. Yeah.
So this week on the 38th episode, I've always got to say that right, episode of the original Father-Son voiceover podcast.
Yeah.
It's
our last one of 2022.
Oh, yeah.
How sad. We started back in April, first week of April. It's our first episode, and we've had lots of guests and stuff like that. But before we get into that, we've got Cale coming, radical podcaster,
Cale
has been
Handel.
a guest on the couch for his brother's business, Handlebar Performance. And he actually stayed around for a mini interview and then a taste test, which is the first one that we've had with
We've invited a guest in on the table to eat with us. Yep.
So we've got that, and then that's about it for this week. We're just gonna thank some people for coming on and stuff like that. So I guess we'll get to that.
Well, first, before we just name names, I just would like to say a general thank you, because these people have friends and relatives that they've been on, and maybe you've become a regular watcher of a viewer of the original Father-Son podcast. Maybe you shared it, maybe you've liked, maybe you've commented, and we just want to say thank you so much for your support. We typically have right now between 200 and 300 views, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. And so we know that it's more than just the people that we're mentioning. And sometimes we'll do shout outs. And we really appreciate people that comment regularly and like it. But we appreciate everybody. We really do, because
we do this for fun. We don't get paid to do this.
Yeah.
We figured get some microphones and sit in front of a camera and find out what would happen.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. There's been some rough roads. I can't imagine what our pilot. I don't know. I don't want to think about our pilot.
It's on, I think, our YouTube channel. But don't watch the pilot. That'll be disappointing.
That's not a good representation of us.
They might watch it and say, "Wow, these guys are really good." Maybe comparison would be helpful.
That would be good. Yeah,
because that was not the greatest.
So. So I don't know if you want to start out or if you want me to. I've got the list here of people.
Well, when we started out in April, what we were doing was, and if you go back and watch some of the older ones, we started out it was Hudson's idea, and he came to me about having a podcast. And the biggest idea is I've been in doing voiceover I'm in my 13th year, and he had been 1 year in, and he said, "Dad, what if we had a podcast where we were able to take the things that you've learned and the things that you're doing in your business that's made it successful, and kind of translate it to somebody that's just starting out." And so that's kind of was our whole idea. That was the foundation for starting a podcast, so that people could watch my progress and watch your progress and see the information that I was giving to you, to see if it could be replicated and such. And so we did. We had multiple guests that were voiceover related. So if you want to find out more about voiceover, maybe you're not a voiceover talent, you want to find out more about it, these would be the guests that you would want to go back and watch. And it would be in April, May, June, I think, something like that. Who were those guests?
Yeah, so just want to say thank you to Bill DeWeese and his son Alex.
Yep.
They were on together, and Bill was our first guest, and he's also the voice of our podcast. So
another voiceover talent,
a friend of ours, and thank you to Bill and Alex. And then Mallory, his daughter, who's Mallory DeWeese Hanford. She talked about Fiverr and her life and stuff like that. And then Mike Praviti, Mike Hathcote, Randy Scott, Greg Campbell, and Chris Butera. Those were the people that we had for voiceover-related things. Our podcast, like you said, it changed directions a little bit. We decided to have our own videos, separate videos for the voiceover people, for people who maybe are local and stuff. We found out there were a fair amount of people that were local that were watching it, and they didn't know a lot about voiceover. So we thought, well, why don't we make it more of a kind of a fun family podcast with local people, still have the same voiceover videos and stuff like that we aspects that we did before. So yeah, I mean, it's been a fun 8 months so far, and I don't think we want to slow down anytime.
No.
You know.
Nope, we're still looking for guests. We have a bunch in mind. And so if you have suggestions, again, we always say we have the right to reject or edit any content or suggestions that you send our way, but we always appreciate it. But then we transitioned, and I think we decided to transition with all of that information, but we transitioned right about the time that that William Ruland, who's a local kid, Heights kid, went to school with our youngest boys, played sports with them. He was heading off to the Marines. I think it was like a week or so just after our interview. And his dad, BJ from Willie's Repair, came in and they sat on the couch with us. And I think that was our first, wasn't it?
They were our first. Yeah.
And so that was maybe in like August or something?
It was right by 4th of July.
Oh, July. Okay. Yeah. And then we just started cooking with pretty much guests every single week locally. And then we had
Scott Moore from the
Scott
school.
Moore, who is a principal of the new Wisconsin Heights Elementary School, just started this fall.
Also had Scott Johannick. We just saw him this morning down at the 1855 Coffee House.
He's a realtor and
with Michelle.
Right here.
They run 1855 Coffee House.
Yep.
Also Katie Blair Shear, second chapter resale.
Got a picture over here on the wall. You can't see it.
You'll see it in Todd's tips though.
Yep.
It's over his right shoulder.
Yeah.
And she also works at the Dollar General now. Obviously, the Cale Handel and Aaron Handel. Aaron wasn't on, but he runs Handel Performance.
Yeah.
Ryan Van Riper.
This
Emily Net Ripper's dad.
Yeah.
Who's leading the girls' basketball team in scoring. At least she was. So,
I bet you she still is.
Yeah. Then we got Dick and Jameson.
Yep, they were just our last guests.
Dick Royston and
last
Jameson, we had him on before, and then he
firefighter for Madison.
Yep.
EMT.
We've also got Jamie Lucy, came on, works at Plastic Ingenuity. That was just a little bit ago.
John's and ours.
Tim Wick,
right here.
Wick Buildings.
Yep.
Yep.
And if you're a guest, you can still get this as a prize over on our prize table with the coupon there.
Our neighbor Dan O'Connell.
Yep, we had him for 2 weeks because we talked about his legendary Heights, Wisconsin Heights wrestling
state
career,
champion,
and other things about the Mustangs, Mesa Mustangs, and such.
Jeff and Mel Yasik. Jeff was voted the Packers Fan Hall of Fame to the Packers Fan Hall of Fame. I think maybe earlier this year or late last year, and then Jerry and John Springstead. Jerry and Jet. So thank you all the people who were part of our podcast. People who watched it, like Dad said, and we went through all that, but you know,
we got
it's not a huge following, but we're happy with what we've got right now. And we enjoy doing it. We hope you guys enjoy watching it. If you want to share it with other people, friends, family, loved ones, whoever, share it to some random person on the street. That would be kind of fun.
We're not very funny and we're not very talented. And we aren't real world changers or anything, but it's clean humor and it's just something we like to do as a family. So if you want to kind of get something you can listen to while you work out or, sit around, you can watch us.
Yeah. Yeah. So other than that, thank you all. And, we just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we're going to postpone the Christmas pictures for one more week until after because people are going to be taking lots of pictures during Christmas. And we want to get those. We don't want to jump the gun.
We do have a couple of people that have said they've either sent them in or they're going to send them in.
Yeah. And then Dad and I will have ours. So that's why I said send them in so you don't have to see them, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, I think that's all we've covered. We do have something in store for April that we've talked about for our 1 year anniversary. I won't spoil that for you, but just a little heads up there. So what we'll do is we'll stop talking here and we'll jump right into
the interview and the taste test,
the mini interview, and then the taste test.
Enjoy. Be careful this holiday season. Mm-hmm. Drive carefully. Stay safe. Enjoy your family and friends.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Bill DeWeese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. And this is the original Father-Son Voiceover Podcast.
let's get a mic test.
Whoa. Hopefully, the camera caught that nice catch that I just made.
Cal, a special guest.
Yep.
Were you the first? Were you our first interview?
I think I was second.
BJ
and William
were first.
Yeah.
I'll be the first reoccurring guest, I guess you could say.
Actually, he's second. Sorry. Jameson was on.
Oh, you're right. He technically was.
Thank you.
But you are the first taste test.
Yeah.
Celebrity
visitor.
taste test.
That'll be
Celebrity
first for
taste
something.
test. And
How do I sound?
Good.
Do I
Are
sound?
you in the room? Then you sound good.
I'm just like Dad. Voice carries.
can you hear me
everywhere.
okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay, Cal?
I can hear you great.
Can you hear Cal okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear Dookie Meister okay?
I haven't said anything yet.
Yep. Funny.
Joe?
Loud and proud.
I'm fine.
Joe's on his own box over there. Maybe.
Usually we do this alone, and this is something that we talked about right away because you had famously said that you don't like us having food on, and so we said we've got to have
I gotta be
Albert
the first
on
one. Yeah.
and have him do a taste test so we can hear him munching and stuff. But maybe there's a few questions before we call Mom up for our surprise. This is a surprise. You don't know what we're having, do you?
Unless you spoiled it on the last one, it's a yes or no.
I don't know. We don't know either.
Well, it's part.
I
It's
don't know.
part. Some of that's part of
Okay.
it.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
not because you said car.
He did mention Carvelli.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Listen.
yeah.
So it's kind of true, but
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's
So do you guys have any questions? I wanted to hear an update on a few things. One would be an update on the missing side-by-side. Was it a side-by-side?
Yeah. Yep. Side by side. As far as I know, I don't know any new information on it. Still missing. I don't know if they got any leads on them or not, or if they do, if they disclosed it to anyone. But haven't talked to my brother about it for a while. So
What was he like about it? Was it?
yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I mean, he was very upset about it,
Okay.
and luckily the guy was very good about it. You know, that was, I think, the main concern is the guy going to be really upset or not? And he was good with it. So
Just kind of upset.
But let's
Yeah,
just remind
just a
people
little.
of what happened if you don't mind,
Yeah,
because
so-
some people might be joining us for the first time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We literally
we
have.
do have 3
we have-
new subscribers, so
We have
we're
3,
moving up.
5,
Man,
7 people
76.
joining all the time.
That's
No,
awesome.
seriously, tell us what happened at Handlebar Performance.
Yeah,
right?
so you can also always check out their Facebook page. They talked about it in a little more detail, but yeah, essentially they had a side-by-side that was outside. They did tell the guy they were so full it was going to have to sit outside, and he was okay with that. And it ended up, I think it was the next day they came in, realized it was missing, and it looked like what they could tell from that somebody came in from behind the building, almost into the neighboring property, and somehow got it out of there. It's still kind of a mystery how they did that, whether it was pulled onto a trailer. And I mean, they're so heavy, it's not like a snowmobile where you could get a couple guys to throw it in the back. You need something to haul it out, or you could hotwire it, but it depends.
That's brave.
Yeah.
especially right on 14 there? I mean, like that
Yep.
somebody doesn't
Must
know.
have been in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah,
But that would make
they're
sense.
guessing it was in the middle of the night.
That would make sense though. That I mean, like, because you just would think that there's cops out there enough and stuff like that they'd see something. I mean, just for me walking out, I don't walk out there late at night, but at like 9 o'clock sometimes they're sitting there in the scrub and shine area, and they're.
I will
So it's
say
like-
that it during regular hours, there's cars and
Yeah.
stuff going through, so that wouldn't be while Aaron's there. But if somebody was driving by for some reason at 2 a.m, that would be a great catch if they did.
Yeah.
But you would think if somebody's backing up a trailer at 2 a.m, it's like, why are you picking? If
Yeah,
somebody saw it, why they didn't say anything?
Kind of makes you think if
But-
they are from around the area, are kind of familiar about with what's going on, and like, okay, these times might work best. There's usually, some people even know the schedule of the cops when they sit where and all stuff. So
Who is and if you can't say certain things, do you know who is investigating? Is it the Dane
I do
County
not
Sheriff?
know.
Okay.
I have no. I know one of the sheriffs posted about it on Facebook. I don't remember which one it was, but he did post it on Facebook. So I'd take a guess it was him, but couldn't tell you for sure.
How does that work then? Recuperating, does he have insurance? The individual, does he have insurance?
I'm not sure what he'll do on that. Whether the insurance through Aaron will take place on that, or if the guys, I'm guessing the shop one will. But,
Okay.
yeah, it's just kind of a
It's a wild situation.
And
it's a
is
bad
there
situation.
anything that now that Aaron thinks about? Is there anything that he can do for future, or will he just try to not either take
Yeah.
stuff
Does he want
that's?
to tell us?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Tell us
he's-
exactly how they can do it again.
I'm
Yeah,
more
I mean,
saying
he's-
like, is there something that
His
he
cameras are all set up and good to go and everything.
okay.
So I think that blind spot's covered. So it should be ready if anyone tried. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Were you there? Were you there at the? I'm gonna tie it together here. Were you at the Lucy Farm when we talked about? It was Joe and I, you and AJ, I think, about Kevin would sit up on his silo and
watch.
snipe us. Yeah, he's gonna have one of you guys hiding somewhere
That'll
over there.
be it now. Aaron will be waiting somewhere at all times.
Yeah.
Or have a big German shepherd
Yeah,
Yeah.
just waiting
tied
in
back
there.
there. Yeah. That's sometimes I think about like I'll walk by, like if I don't sleep very well, I'll go on a walk and I'll go by the hardware store and there's all this stuff out there and I think I wonder how much they lose. You know, people that are brave that just pull up there, grab a. I'm not trying to give people, you know, give them hints, but sometimes I wonder. I imagine they do, just like a lot of stores.
I'm sure they
All
do.
those types of people that would pull up and take something, they probably don't need hints. They're probably far
They're-
ahead of you.
Yeah, I was going to say that they're
Yeah.
professional.
They'll probably stop now that you.
Yeah,
He caught on to us.
Yeah.
We're done now.
Actually, we have only honest people that
Yeah,
watch
exactly.
this podcast.
Yeah. But I suppose, I mean, if you just drove up and looked like you owned the place, probably doesn't matter what time you were doing it.
Yeah.
You just kind of went about it calmly. But yeah, you do wonder if it was maybe somebody with some sort of in that
Yeah.
knew when the police officers would be there. But I don't know. Who knows?
So tell us a little bit about the last time when did we, do you remember the date we had you on here? It was in the summer.
Yeah, can't remember the date.
It was before
July
the
4th.
baby was born.
July 4th was July 4th was when we had
Oh,
William and
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
For the July 4th.
we had them around that time. William and BJ on. And
Okay.
he
August
was
maybe or something.
Yeah,
he
our
was
kid-
next. He was in probably August.
Yeah, our kid was August 3rd, so it
Oh,
could have
so it
been.
was
It
that.
could have been right after that. I think it
Okay.
was after, if I remember
Okay.
right.
So give us a little update on that. How's everybody doing?
Everyone's
Tell
doing
us the
good.
family again so that everybody.
Yeah, I got wife Kylie, daughter Lainey. She's our oldest daughter. She'll be 2 in end of February, and then Maisie. She was born August 3rd, so she'll be. I think that'll be 5 months this next January 3rd. So they're getting old and they're getting wild. Lainey's kind of a little fireball, but she's a lot to handle. No pun intended with the last name. I knew someone was going to say it.
Yeah,
let
you,
it
you,
sit
I feel like
you
usually
guys
it's Joe
have it
Bob
handled.
with the dad
Yeah.
jokes and puns, but
you have one, maybe a couple. Well, it depends. I guess you have a few more years before the presents are safe. The Christmas tree isn't pulled down, or the lights and stuff like
ornaments
that.
still are those aren't safe yet.
No.
She's going right for those. Anytime we go to my parents or Kylie's parents, she goes right for the ornaments, starts ripping them off, and
They're so attractive. I mean, I'm saying as a
they're colorful. There's lights. There's nice.
They're
pretty
low to
You can
the
see-
ground.
they're like
easy
mirrors.
access.
They're like mirrors. You can see yourself in them. It's just a little kid's dream.
They're kind of like cats. If it's there to be messed with, they will do it.
That's why I try to avoid cats at all costs.
I agree with that.
Any plans for? Are you a hunter? Have you hunted this year or not? You did.
Yeah, I hunted this year. I didn't get anything. I planned on getting out during muzzleloader season to just get something, but I didn't end up getting out that weekend. But I didn't hunt much for bow season or at all, and then I got out for gun season and just didn't end up getting anything. Saw some stuff, passed it up, but just kind of never saw anything I wanted. So
And where do you go?
we have been traditionally going in Merrimack. My grandpa has some land up there that we'll hunt at, and it's been good hunting. We've been there. I've been hunting there pretty much my whole life, and I might do some public land or something this year around here. Or my grandpa's got a little bit of land on his farm off Rochek too.
Because they're selling it, right?
Yep, they are selling that land up.
How
in
many
Merrimack,
acres was it again?
200.
Was that tillable?
Yep, there's, if I'm correct, there's about 90 acres of farmland.
Okay.
It's either 90 acres of woods or 90 acres of farmland. I think it's the farmland. but
Okay.
Then the rest is woods. But it's really good property up there. I'm sure it'll go for a pretty penny.
Sure.
Is it mainly, is it some of it wooded as well, though? So, I mean, is it close at all to, what is it, Lake Wisconsin that's up in that way?
and it's closer to Devil's Head. Like, you know where Devil's Head is?
Okay.
Like, when we're hunting there, and if they're like making snow in the early morning, you can see all the lights from it. Like, you can see right onto that hillside.
Okay.
Kind of where like Devil's Lake funnels in. There's like a valley that funnels to Devil's Lake. Like, we're kind of on the end of that valley over there.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you know where DL is, that road over there. Take 113 over to DL.
I don't think so.
I've been on it, but
Down
I can't
low road.
remember
Yeah,
how
it's,
it goes.
it's back there a ways, but it's a really cool spot. And it's been good hunting. We see a lot of deer over there.
Is the property up for sale yet?
Yeah, I believe it is. I can't remember where they have it listed or through who.
Okay.
It is. If you're thinking about
Yeah,
it.
Drew's looking to
Might
splash
just
purchase.
take a
Maybe
look.
that's where we'll put our.
Build the
deal.
podcast studio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll do something like Dude Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully not like that.
No, not like that. But
Yeah.
it's the place that
Johnny, you're way off. Mike.
I know. I'm
I just want to make
Trying
sure
to get
you're
Dad
trying
involved.
to.
He'll
Dad
get
there,
involved.
so-
Get that off your back.
Yeah.
That's been a lifelong.
Yeah.
That's been a lifelong issue.
Journey.
And Christmas plans? Do you guys do you have specific, like now that you're married, go to the Swensons?
It's
here,
kind
go to
of
the-
different. It seems like every year, no one does it on the same day almost.
Oh.
It's kind of like, what are you doing? Our Christmas is this day, and then the next one, like, well, we'll plan around that one. And it's a lot of just talking back and forth to see who's doing what day, you know, and
Are both
it's not convenient.
families, like the kids and stuff, all close?
Yeah,
mean, like,
so
Like,
pretty much both,
location-wise?
like my mom and dad's side are pretty much all close around here. Most of Kylie's family originates from Platteville, so it's not that far. You know, only an hour isn't too bad to travel for.
But her siblings live
Yeah, they live
really
in this
close.
area, so
that's kind of
they're
helpful
all-
to
Where's
make.
Tyler?
Tyler lives up north.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Kakana.
What's her name?
the town
Ashley
called.
lives
Oh, yeah.
just back there.
Okay. And then
With
obviously
Garrett.
Aaron's
Garrett
around
Moore.
here. So, and then what's your sister doing?
She's in lacrosse right now.
she's
for
at-
school.
What year is she?
I think she's a junior now. I wanna
That's
say.
not your job to
She's-
remember
she's-
anymore. You got
I
kids.
don't. I barely remember how old I
She's
am.
in
I can't
between Dawn
remember.
and Deshaun. I think she's right in there. Is she Reed? Well, she's Reed's.
I think she's a year older than Deshaun. Reed Jacobus.
Reed Jacobus's age.
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
class.
Among others, but that's who we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He played basketball with the boys.
Yeah.
That's how we remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's in lacrosse right now, and I guess I don't know if she plans on staying up there after college or what. But I think so far she enjoys it. She started during COVID, which wasn't the
tough.
best way to start college because they were kind of like stuck in the dorms. But at least it wasn't me.
Do you guys pick out? Do you guys draw names and stuff, or do you assign names, or just get everybody everything?
We have done that in the past, and then we did do where we would just get everyone everything, and then now I think just with the grandkids, it's, you know, my parents looking at it, you know, we kind of all want to just do stuff for the kids instead of each other anymore, you know. Gets to be a lot of people you're doing it for, a lot of stress worrying about it, so it's mainly just the kids get spoiled now, but that works for me.
Buy your own presents.
Yeah.
That's what I always do.
Yeah. Got time off
true.
the holidays? Is
I got
Trotkey, is that it?
Tracty.
Tracty. Yeah.
Trotkey?
Yeah, I took a little bit off just a couple days after Christmas, but you know, we get the day before. Trying to think what day that is. I think we get that Friday off, maybe. Does it sound right?
23rd.
And then we get the Monday off also. So-
Samesies. We do the same. West Bend. John and I. This interview is not about us, though.
That's another interview.
Other questions? Anything else, like just eating at you to talk to people about?
I don't
mean,
think I
it's
got
just
anything.
Wow. Eating.
dying to.
We said we were planning on gonna get some pictures together to
Yes.
send back with your guys. We
Yeah.
just haven't got around to
You-
it yet.
What did you think about those?
Oh, those
by
are
the
pretty
way?
good. They
Are
were
you
good.
working
got
on
some
a
other
mustache?
ones.
I was, and you know, it just
too
couldn't.
bad.
It was there, and then it just wasn't good enough.
Okay,
just
I
had
can
to-
understand
you
that.
know,
What happened? Sorry.
mustache.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna
That
say,
that
I
just
think it's
makes
just-
a good.
I'm used to what good ones like Jay Jones look
Yeah.
like. I'm like, this is nothing. I
that's
better
tough.
get rid of it.
that's like
Compare with the
saying,
best.
yeah.
Sidebar.
I'll never live
Your
up to
dad
it.
had one, didn't he, for a while?
Yeah, he's kind of got the
Goatee,
goatee
Yeah.
more.
Oh.
Jason, man,
I can't grow.
Jason's the
facial
man.
hair.
Yeah.
Does he watch this?
I don't know.
Oh, Jason.
gotta
Jason,
figure-
you are the man.
He's got to figure out YouTube then.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
My suggestion
What's your suggestion?
would be we've gone 15 minutes. My suggestion is we take a break.
Yeah, I say that too.
And then I get our surprise taste test. And then we spend some time doing that. Did you have something else?
Blank stare.
I have
blank stare.
I do have a question. Will you and Kylie be part of the Christmas picture? Or will it be of your kids, of your dogs? Will it be serious? Will it be, have you made a decision yet?
I guess we'll see how photogenic we feel at the time.
Yeah,
but I think we're going to do one of us, but I'm sure we'll do one of the kids too, at least. And I think we'll just throw some together, and whatever doesn't look absolutely terrible, maybe those are the ones we'll send in.
You saw ours. We're going to put another one, I think, in this next podcast that we're doing. We were just being dumb. I hope people know that, but.
And if you want, we're always looking for a third person in the singing trio.
Yeah.
If they
I hear
don't,
that you
I
like the
don't
singer,
think
at
I
least
can
in the
quite
shower.
do that.
if
no.
they don't know that you guys are being dumb, then they're not watching this podcast. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Or they don't know
I think
us
you should
very
at
well.
least get one of them framed though and hung up.
We could
Right
put,
up here,
that's
we could
a good idea. That's a really good
Cal
idea.
is
See,
always
geez.
coming up with good
Put it right
ideas.
here.
Or it could be
for a
in the
while.
Oh, yeah,
background.
there you go.
Background. Yeah.
Be rough.
What?
We've got one of those, don't we?
One of those awkward
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you about your Christmases. Will you guys will have yours the 25th, right? I mean,
Yeah.
your family will, and then will you get together then with your side, like Handels? You know, you were saying that was kind of can get a little messy sometimes, but I'm saying that you're getting there, and then will like Aaron and Callie be there as well then? And
I know.
Bridger?
I think the previous year we did it where my whole family met Christmas morning.
okay,
I think the year before that, Kylie's family met, so then we did it a little after that. I know we're seeing Kylie's family, like for lunch on Christmas Day, and they're in Platteville, so I think we're gonna have to kind of plan accordingly around that. We'll either do before or after or something, but we usually always do family Christmas Day,
okay,
and then my mom's side would do Christmas Eve night usually. So
okay.
For New Year's, can you remember the last time? Can you remember the last time you stayed up? Will you? I guess, but I'm guessing as a
for
new
New
parent,
Year's, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I've stayed up past midnight, but just not for New Year's to me anymore. It's not that exciting as it used to be.
Yeah, I was trying to think of I was probably college, so I figured it was probably for you the same around that time. But it was didn't know for sure. There's some people that stay up for it.
We should do the podcast this year around New Year's Eve to stay up.
New Year's podcast.
Yeah.
That'll be the quietest he's ever been on the podcast.
Oh,
He'll be
sleeping.
sleeping. He'll be,
Yeah,
You're gonna have to keep him up there if he's in the couch. He'll fall asleep.
We'll have to mute his microphone so he doesn't snore.
Oh.
Yeah, true.
Although I snore.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess really loud.
this came about Hudson all of
Yeah.
a sudden.
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
This is my podcast.
He's bashing himself.
He's bashing himself.
No, just wait around. Usually the bashing turns into bashing on somebody else. So
I've been many a part of a backwards compliment.
Always dish it out. Just never take it.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, the next time you'll see us, we'll be doing a taste test.
We'll be
So
tasting it. Yeah, exactly.
We'll be right back here with Cale Handel.
Yeah, and then that's
We're live.
that's a quick turnaround.
Here we go.
Yeah,
All right.
That's for 7:30.
You have to throw something together and try to cook it up.
Sure.
It'd be tough.
Yeah. And that can happen sometimes to us. Where
What time do you eat lunch then?
At work?
Yeah.
Usually like 11. So I usually get up at 5. So
That's a long time to wait for supper.
it is. That's why a lot of times my lunch only makes it till about 9 or 10 o'clock.
Oh.
And I eat it.
Well, yeah, but then you have supper at 7:30.
It's
you are eating whatever at that point. Then
eating.
thank you.
Gotta have
Going
like
to work. When you go to
afternoon
work,
tea and biscuits.
do they have treats and stuff like that? around the holidays, or do you not?
Sometimes they
venture in
do.
there?
Every once in a while,
napkin.
someone will just have some cookies out or something.
you.
But they got free coffee and everything too.
nice.
Gonna get
Even
messy.
I'm not much of a coffee person, but I'll still. Sometimes you're just too tired. You gotta have some.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I need it.
Aren't you the?
Oh, this is
Don't you drink it
this
black?
is we got
I
a
do,
we got a
yeah.
guess
So that's
things
yeah.
too.
Fan club?
Do we are we having to
We're writing
guess
on our
certain things?
thing.
No, right here.
Oh, good.
We're writing
We're
on
not-
our plates?
Oh, nice.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie board.
This
Oh,
one just, I gotta
nice.
say, so this is near and dear to Michelle at
Oh,
1855 because
Charcuterie board.
we've talked about
Yeah.
it multiple
Now-
times.
Do we have pictures? Remember, we talked about the charcuterie board. Go ahead.
Drew's gonna send it to Demond, and he's gonna put it in front of everything.
Well,
for
I
us,
am.
so we can see the whole. So we can see the whole deal instead of on there, because sometimes it doesn't.
Speaking of
look the
Michelle, I heard there was a good somebody gave a good review of 1855
Oh,
when I was at school today.
Who was
Said
that?
She makes good sandwiches and
Oh. delicious,
And,
those delicious sandwiches.
yeah, delicious sandwiches from 1855
Yeah.
and smoothies.
Do we know
Okay.
why it's called 1855?
That's the year was it
I
Mason
think
Mania or
you should
Wisconsin?
because you said that on your podcast.
Oh. Wow.
Do we know why?
Shots fired.
Cale Handel, putting people in place.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why
the
he's-
only reason I know why it's called
That's
1855.
why he's been the radical podcaster for so long here.
Yeah. He watches more of the podcast than I do. I only watch the parts I'm on.
You just live it. You just live it.
That's the
Yeah.
problem, because that's not true. Because he said you were the one who said that, so you don't even watch the parts that you
I
you're
just
in.
don't remember it.
He said,
Oh.
didn't you say that he was the one that said?
He might have been.
Oh, I thought
About
you said that.
1855.
I thought you said that in one of your.
I hope it was.
Okay,
I'll
so
have to go back.
here's what
I'm
we're
just a
gonna
monkey. I put stuff in front of me and I talk.
do. So here's what we're gonna do. Joe, I'm gonna give you these, and Demond, he's going to show this handwritten thing so that we can know what we're eating.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So you take this because you might want to look those up.
Who's gonna
and we might
pronounce
wanna
those?
Try how
I
to
think I
pronounce
might
it.
have to
Well, Drew,
pronounce
you're
them.
the guy. that
Drew's the
pronounces.
best at pronouncing.
Is
Did you
this
see
gonna
that
be
one?
is this gonna be tough to eat though, Dan?
What do you mean?
Oh, of course it is. It doesn't matter, Joe. Hey, Joe, stick to the script. Script's
Okay.
good.
So, the first, what I'm going to do is let's just take
Yeah, I guess he's
one of each.
But here, show it to the camera real quick.
Wait,
The other way,
Well,
other
there's a
way,
picture.
other
We
way.
have a picture.
There's a
Oh,
picture.
We have a picture of it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
what you're going to do here is, and hopefully we'll all have clean hands,
Yeah.
is we're going to touch these, and there's
look.
there's different kinds. And what we'll do is we'll get them all on our plate.
Okay.
And Joe, you can be looking up stuff. I'll serve you. You can
Okay.
be, and then we'll taste test
nice.
together and just see what we think.
Oh,
Did you take that out, Joe?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Johnny.
Oh,
take
okay.
take one of each.
I take one of everything.
Why'd you take it
Yep.
out?
Because you don't want to know what you're eating.
We've
now what,
no
now what
single
kind of crackers
cracker.
we got here? Are these good crackers?
These are just round, crispy crackers.
Oh, I can't have that. Where are the Ritz?
Putting on the Ritz.
Dad forgot to put on the Ritz.
Oh boy.
Did you get one of these?
They're
They're different.
challenges.
Oh, they're
They're
different.
different.
Can you spell check?
Everything's
did.
different.
No, we tried.
If you want some condiments, here is.
Why would you
ranch,
want
secret
condiments?
sauce.
That's
I
gonna
don't know
ruin
if
your
there's supposed to
palate.
be condiments on a charcuterie board, and here's the French yellow.
We're doing it. We're
Dad, that's
starting
gonna ruin.
something new.
That's gonna ruin your palate.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's why I got water.
Oh,
Especially Cal's
a while.
palate. His is so
That's
sensitive.
okay. We got time. I'm moving over here.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
got the
you
lid
can take
involved.
one of each. I should have served our guest first.
Oh,
Yeah, I
should
know.
have.
John Dog won
I mean, you
award.
can take more than one of. Well,
Unbelievable.
Wow, look at
Honey
this.
served
Live
baby.
up to your
one.
name, Johnny.
These are different.
You black
just so
olive
you
Got
know.
it.
Not
These
too
look like
much.
salamis.
Fine.
A little pickle
Here.
here.
Right there.
That is
Couple crackers.
secret sauce.
Oh. You
Give myself
you
one of
even
these
get to
guys?
know what
Hidden
it is.
Valley Ranch, original,
What are these
cool and
guys?
tangy,
Oh, I grabbed two.
restaurant
That's okay.
inspired.
Here we go, Calvert.
Total Grand
These are
Design.
I probably shouldn't be looking these up because then I can guess what
Man,
they
I'm
are.
not trying
I
one
don't
of
think
everything.
anybody's
Yep.
guessing. We got the answers right there.
Ooh, that looks good. Hard
All
salami.
sorts of different types.
I'm so confused.
What is that on there?
And these are these here. and
Ooh.
These are different. You got to have one of those and one of
Oh,
those.
jeez. They're all different.
Somebody talk so that we're not
Um,
just dead air.
Talk.
I think people are just
You don't
enjoying it.
have to have
Do
a
some
black
charcuterie
olive if you
talk
don't
right
want to,
now.
if you don't like it.
Dad,
I'm not a
I
big
talked.
pickle guy either, but
I talked with. And you,
So versatile.
there's a lot of choices.
There's no way
Yeah,
you're
I'll
gonna
know
know
what
what to
cracker
eat.
too.
Is this
Dad,
boy's head, Dad's
I'm gonna use
uncured
the secret
suppressed
sauce.
stuff?
you
Sort of
talked
thing.
with, and I
Suppressed
talked with
satata?
a guy by the name of Ben Hauk,
Yep.
and he and his wife, they live in New York,
I'm gonna have a pickle.
and he's a
Even though I don't
voiceover
like
talent,
pickles.
and she's a voiceover talent,
I'm-
and they both watch our podcast.
No way.
Yeah,
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, Ben Hout and his wife. I can't remember her name.
Mrs. Hout.
He's joining VOMP here in January, but
Which one?
he said that he's watched them all and knows
Everything
people.
is different.
Okay,
Knows
there it is.
you, knows Cale.
Each one of these.
I did. Those were the
From
first.
watching all of the
1
episodes.
second.
Knows
Hold
Andy.
up, Serby. Put your.
Is
You
your
have
given
some
name is your given name Cale or is it Kalen?
Kalen, yeah.
Kalen.
Is that your grandpa?
No, there's no really.
Oh, there's Kalen.
I think
Oh,
they
that's
just saw the
different.
name once, they liked it.
Like
so
it.
That
that's
sounds
what
like
they
a good
stuck
baby
with.
name.
Anybody want the Hidden Valley Ranch?
Nope.
Cool
Spicy
half
ranch?
tangy.
Is that spicy ranch?
It's secret sauce.
No, I don't want it to ruin my palate.
I'm okay.
Today,
That's
somebody
true.
at the
Everything
school,
gotta take,
I was
like,
working at the
6
school.
days.
I
Spicy
didn't think I
sauce.
got more. I missed one, Dad.
What'd you miss?
I don't know.
That's not our
Probably
fault.
the prosciutto, I would guess.
No idea. Prosciutto is that cheese?
No,
No, it's
prosciutto
this
is a
thing.
meat.
Yeah.
It was folded up kind of
Yep.
under the cheese.
Aw.
Today I worked at the school and I was out greeting the kids
It's all right.
into the school
wow,
with
prosciutto.
Scott Moore and Jordan Sins, and we got a call over the walkie-talkie saying that there was some glass that has been spilled, and
Spilled glass.
like it'd been broken, and it was in the parking lot where people drive. Somebody had dropped pickles.
Really?
No
Oh,
way.
no.
That's
Yep.
so dangerous.
What a hazard.
That is
Yeah.
so dangerous.
Pickle juice.
No,
It
but
is.
seriously, they had dropped pickles on, and so I asked the janitor as he was walking out there. I said, "That's got to be one of the That's got to be one of your top 10 weirdest calls on the
Walkie-talkie.
walkie-talkie."
Did he agree?
Yeah,
or-
he
He
did.
said actually it's
He said-
11.
I mean, did he say,
How do you
"Hey, I got to
disagree
pick
with
up some"?
somebody telling you what your top 10 is? You know?
Yeah.
Mine's got mold on it.
No, it doesn't have mold.
Yeah.
No, Joe, it's part of the thing.
That's
Okay,
pepper,
so
black pepper.
Joe, the first one.
Got eyes.
I noticed
Wow.
that too. I was
like,
like,
is
it's
that-
definitely part of it because they all have it.
I thought this was just a charcuterie board. I didn't know we were eating supper.
I'm hoping to.
Guys, let's all take one piece and then I'll take whatever.
There's more over there.
Okay.
I need this.
So what's the? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
Joe,
So-
stop showing us.
Well, I
So
don't.
what are
I
we-
don't know what the point
The
is.
Now I
first
know all the
one
answers.
We're gonna try.
Okay.
You can have it whatever way you want with a cracker
Okay.
or whatever.
How do we know which
We're
one
gonna
it is?
try
You're going to show us.
this.
I didn't even grab crackers.
Hold on.
Yeah, you should
I'll
have.
get you some.
That's all right.
Oh, I grabbed
So are we
one.
just supposed to just
That was
tell you
smart.
what this tastes like? I mean, like, is it
Thank
like
you.
an
Just gonna eat
umami?
it and
Or...
talk about it.
Yeah, it's just
So
we're
hard to
just
get along with.
we're not gonna.
No,
guess.
I'm
we're not
asking.
guessing.
What,
We're just.
I'm asking what because I want to know if we need to.
So okay.
Am I
All
on
right,
the
let's
shot here?
let's do it.
Yeah.
You are
Okay,
a little
probably
bit.
are.
So
You're
this
knocking
here
Joe
is
out of
the
it.
uncured Genoa salami.
Oh, man, uncured.
Eyes.
So let's taste it.
Okay.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
It's the one with
That
the,
one.
the
This one?
Yeah.
One with mold.
Taste or entirely consumed.
I like that.
That's not bad.
Sometimes when meat gets like these sausages or whatever or types of meats like this, deli meats
Yeah.
get kind of fancy. My palate from growing up being fairly cheap
Yeah.
actually doesn't really like it. Actually likes that
The seafood
cheaper
jerky?
yeah.
Well,
Good.
Not that.
Wow,
but-
that's
bologna.
No.
A little
no.
salty.
What do you think, Cal?
Yeah, that's good. It
You
definitely
like them?
does. The aftertaste is like salty.
Here, just to,
It's
we'll also do
sloppy.
a little talking about charcuterie.
Oh, okay.
Charcuterie is French for I'd like a sandwich, but I don't have any bread. Kidding. Of course, that's tongue in cheek.
Oh. Warn us next time you're going to joke.
Actually,
Wow, really?
actually, charcuterie is a specific term with origins reaching as far back as the 15th century France. Literally translating, it means the products of a fancy pork butcher.
Oh.
Like
So
Nicole's
there you go.
Butcher.
You
Us.
guys are fancy.
Like Nicole's
Probably,
Butcher.
probably only rich people knew about
Fancy
charcuterie back in
Right.
the day.
Let's go to
Like
the,
Nicole's Butcher.
how do we say it?
Nicole's Butcher.
Joe, have you typed this in yet?
Yes.
Prosciutto
Prosciutto.
Reserva Stradolci.
That's not-
Nice.
Yes, I
Stradolci.
So that was
Stradolci.
that's Italian that you just did there.
Yeah, Stradolci.
Those are pictures, Joe. Where's the go to the all.
Pictures?
Say how to say.
Say how to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, boars. They have
Can't
boars
say
on
it.
there, Joe. Johnny.
I know.
Pronunciation. They
Pronunciation.
probably have.
I would.
We could get Phil to come over here and do it
Yeah.
for us.
You bet he would.
Is it Italian?
There it is, down there, prosciutto.
But let's go to YouTube.
Yeah, then you had to probably watch a
Then that guy,
video.
that French guy
1
that
minute
does
to
it.
how to
Hey
It
guys.
looks like it is Italian. Did you see
Yeah,
did you
of
see
course it is. It's
Okay.
Italian.
This guy
Okay.
sometimes we'll
I knew
have
these.
people
Yeah, that's
ask
strange.
us to look up the things
Okay,
for voiceover.
so you
and
want
they'll
to
have
try
this guy,
the
and
prosciutto
it's
with
This
sort
one?
of
it's the
this
native
stuff
tongue,
that's
so it's
folded
like,
up.
Oh.
It's
Wanna
boar.
try this?
Is this boar's head?
This is
No, I don't think
prosciutto.
so.
Oh, they
I'm
have
gonna try
boar's
a
head.
little bit of this.
I'm gonna have a little
Should've-
mustard.
we should have
This looks
compromised
like
elsewhere.
this looks like bacon ham
I
kind
think
of.
that's what it is.
It's salty too.
Good though.
Char or chair
Did you say
That's what I'm
pork?
doing
Did you
too.
say this is
Trying
from
to get
pork?
away.
means fresh.
It's just raw.
Poured them on.
That's dangerous though when you start
Sharp.
thinking about how you're eating.
Oh, I know.
Then you start choking.
Charcuterie or char, the first part means fresh, and coute is cooked or cured.
Oh,
So
okay.
fresh meat,
All right.
basically.
Nice.
I wrote so small on the next part, I got to get my glasses on.
Plus, there's only 3 grams of total fat in it.
Yeah, I felt like I was
You
eating
can't
something
afford
very
not to eat
healthy.
it.
Let's do the uncured.
Oh, it's uncured.
Soppressata.
So this is charcuterie. Because isn't that cured or was that cooked?
That's
Cooked.
closer
Never mind.
to what's that called?
salami.
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 Which one was it?
That's what it.
Where'd you get? You got this from Car Valley, Dad?
This one?
No, I got that stuff from Aldi. Mom got it.
Okay.
And then this other stuff is from somewhere else. I can't remember. Piggly Wiggly, I think.
Does yours have a
Doesn't
hint of
sound
pickle?
real.
Or is it
French
just
or
because I had
anything.
one?
I'm guessing it was yours. For the
I was just wondering. I was more wondering.
I
'cause
didn't
had
get
all
a
the
hint.
pickle.
They all
Mine.
have pickle flavor to them.
It's like when you get your lunch when you're younger and put a banana in the lunch. Everything tastes like banana.
Like it. Always
Got banana
overpowers.
bread today
Yep.
and banana pretzels.
You know which one the Colby Jack is?
Yeah,
Right,
this one
right
This
here.
one right here.
Okay.
Marbled.
Yeah, it's mild, I think. Do you like mild cheese or do you like sharp cheddar? or
I'm
anything?
usually a sharp
Do you?
cheddar person.
What year? 1 year old, 5 years old, 10 years old?
He's
Sargento.
He's a cheese snob.
Yeah, I use whatever's cheapest.
Hey, Dad. I'm smelling your feet right now.
Yeah. my
where he got
my
it from.
grandpa, I come from a long line of cheesemakers.
But was there several of these? Was the Colby?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
have, and I can, if you guys want a little bit more, I can give it
Dad
to
gave
you.
me a bunch.
He took the whole block. No wonder there was only one for us.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
How about
What?
the mild cheddar?
Oh, okay.
Want to try that? I always like that with mustard.
Oh, you can break them off.
Yeah, that's what
That's what normal people did.
You touched them and broke
Not
it
like
off?
that. I mean, that's
I took the whole thing.
Yeah,
I like
cheddar's always
cheese.
better to
Yeah.
me.
mozzarella. Mozzarella.
Now,
all on a paper
these
disc.
these other kinds. Let's do this.
Okay.
We'll start with Cal. Have you made a sandwich yet with your crackers?
I didn't,
Which
no.
one do you want us to try? You choose. See, this is salami. This is
Look at the colors.
pepperoni.
They're a little bit different.
I'm gonna roll with
this one-
pepperoni
this
first.
is
Okay. Purple.
Can't get it there. And then
That's-
there's kind
no, I
of a
can see
lighter
that.
one that has whiter.
If you hold it a little
meat
bit
in
farther
it.
back, hold it a little bit farther back.
That's
There you go. That'll be all
the
right.
salami,
Right,
the other kind of salami. So
You
you're
ate
going,
yours?
you're going pepperoni. Are you gonna make
Yeah,
a
I'm going
sandwich?
pepperoni.
That's what I'm doing too.
Are you
I think I'm
going?
gonna
Are
go
you
with
going
cracker.
full?
I'm gonna save
Santa in your
my
mouth,
other
or-
cracker for the other one.
I'm going. I can't not
hidden
dip.
sauce.
Little dip with a little hidden.
I'm going with.
Are you going full one?
Hidden
in your
Valley
mouth?
stuff's pretty tasty.
Is it? I'm going with this. Look at
Yeah,
here.
I'm going with pickle.
Look at here, Cal.
Wow.
Can you see this?
Yeah. Nice.
What colors are there? Let me fish.
She'll probably skip it to not listen to me eat.
What did she say when you told her you were coming over to do? Did you just tell her I'm coming over to do part of the podcast, or
Oh, she knew I was doing the taste test.
okay,
thing.
she probably
She didn't
So
say
can we have the
it.
other
She
one
was
then?
don't talk to
supposed
me
to.
for tonight. But I can't believe
Can we have the other one?
she sent me a picture of
Well, I think we're just waiting for
you guys listening to, and Lainey must have liked it because she said
And you're right. I am
It's
not. I'm not
usually
being
our
patient.
Friday routine because she doesn't work Fridays, so we both can watch it together. Actually,
I like black olive.
what is Lainey.
like
I'll
it?
trade you. I'll trade you $1 for a
like,
pickle.
Calm down or something.
she'll
like that?
kind of stop what she's
Double
doing and watch
10
it for a
cents.
bit, and then just run off, play for a bit, come back, just kind of get distracted by the TV, then go back to playing.
Yeah,
I like those little videos you send of you guys watching it and stuff. That's hilarious. There's just a little note here. A charcuterie board is a tray that includes cured meats, cheeses, and a variety of sweet and savor bites as well, including miniature pickles, olives, fig spreads, apricot preserves, whole grain mustards, even honeycomb. I don't even know.
Wow.
I didn't go all out like that.
No, you didn't.
I wonder if then beef jerky would be allowed on a charcuterie board.
I think it's kind of no. I think it's kind of whatever.
I
you
bet you
want.
people who are actual
but it's
charcuterie board
supposed to be
people,
the
they'd
pig.
probably be like,
It's cured meat.
That's
Yeah.
blasphemy
No, but
for you to
pig.
say that about beef
That's
jerky.
beef
How
jerky.
dare you?
Okay, pork jerky.
Pork jerky. I don't know if there's such a thing.
So,
Probably
so
is.
Joe, did you want to make the next one? I guess we only have one left, don't we? Hard salami.
Well, here's
Or
the
no.
here's the old mild cheddar.
Oh, nice. Great value.
How do you
This is,
say that?
Colby.
Oh man, Colby Jack's good.
Pronunciation.
So salami,
Cheddar.
and I'm having salami and Colby Jack.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip mine in the secret sauce.
This is a black olive.
What's the secret sauce taste like?
Taste the bite.
kind of like secret sauce.
Here.
I was like, the cracker's gonna be loud.
Just let it happen.
You kind of taste like a secret sauce to me. Kind of cool and tangy.
No,
Yeah, it is.
That's very good.
that was fun.
That was good.
Here's what we're gonna do. I have
What a description.
a 4-question quiz about charcuterie boards. And I'm going to pass that around, and if you want to taste something again.
I'll have some
Yep.
more. I'm gonna have my pickle. I'm not a pickle guy.
What are we having tonight for supper?
This.
No, I mean us.
It's like when you
I
go
don't know.
to
This is supper.
You can get yours.
Go ahead and handle that.
I'm gonna eat more
There's
if
only
I'm.
like one piece of that left,
6
so you
o'clock,
can have
right?
that if you like it. That middle one.
I'll just throw
That
a little bit of
for
It's
sure.
like,
block on like Joe
It's like
Bell.
when you go to a really fancy restaurant and they put just little amounts of food on your plate, and you're like,
I don't know if I've ever been to a really
no,
fancy
yeah,
restaurant.
exactly. I wouldn't do it.
It's like the more you pay, the less food you get.
Yeah, I know.
It's all about the decorations, and it's like, I guess I'll just go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I do. That actually was kind of good.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, all very good.
I'm a black
I wonder-
olive kind of.
Throw
What do
me
you
a few
think?
of those olives.
I won't do that.
Okay.
I'll.
Well, passing it if you want.
I'm just gonna have a couple pieces of
When
cheese.
people watch people eat,
Thank you.
it has one of two things. It either makes them really hungry or it makes them sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what effect we're having on them.
I would think it makes me
Hopefully
hungry.
making people hungry.
Cal won't be able to watch this probably. This episode.
It's just gonna be muted the whole time.
He's gonna look at himself and go, I really eat
I couldn't
that way?
even watch
you get any
myself
Joe, or
in the
you
last one because I just hate myself
done?
talking.
Well, I just didn't even get a chance. I was rudely passed by.
It's probably a good thing I don't have a good voice because I can't listen to myself talk, so I could never do voiceover.
We just send it off for somebody to edit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hopefully it sounds good.
Yeah. There we go.
It
I'm
is.
good.
You are your own critic, though.
Biggest credit. Yeah.
Because
All
when
right.
I would go in there, I still do
Want some more?
sometimes.
No,
I'll
I'm okay.
think about it too much. It's like just a couple reads,
Mm-hmm.
get it out. Because other people, and plus,
You got to get past that point of probably doing it over 10 times, and you're like, okay, it's good enough.
and then music
Bless you.
really helps out. Like if you do it, like you'll hear it without music. It's like, okay, that sounds pretty good. But if they put music to it, it's like, wow, that really, especially if they take good
what
music,
better
it's
time
like,
than
Maybe
wow,
I'll do this quiz in about 10
that
minutes.
makes
Dad?
me sound a lot better than I thought I did.
That prosciutto or whatever it is.
That was good.
That's really chewy.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That's pepperoni.
I felt like that was the most hammy tasting meat that we had.
What's that made out of?
What?
That prosciutto.
I think it's ham.
Is it?
I think it's all. I think it's
it has
all
to because
ham.
Drew said that Drew
yeah,
says
right.
that they can't think outside the box over there and go with something other than
Beef jerky.
what? I
How'd
just
you do with the chewing of that? Because
I did fine.
growing up, Dad would say if something was chewy, it was really just for you because you don't chew
Be
your
careful.
food
He said
enough.
chew carefully.
I
You
do
can
about 3
chew
times.
3-4 times and swallow. It's like, how do you taste
Like an
test, Joe?
anaconda.
Joe's like an alligator or an anaconda.
Swallow things whole.
Okay, here's the first question.
Okay.
Items on a charcuterie board are to be eaten with utensils. Joe, true or false?
That's false.
It's true.
They're not finger foods. They call them finger
Well,
foods for a reason.
Okay, so
Oh,
so
we
No,
don't
they're
have an
supposed to
answer.
be-
I don't
they're
always
supposed to
know
be eaten with a
when you
cracker.
go on the internet. I don't know if this is all just like
You can find
but
what you want.
This is what I found. They say false. Supposed to be eaten with your fingers.
That's one wrong for you, Drew.
True or false, Drew? Charcuterie boards
Wasn't mine
usually
the answer.
have 2 types of cheese.
We had 2.
Um,
That's us.
I'm gonna say usually. I'm gonna say that's false. I think they usually have more than two
That's
types
what
of
I was gonna
cheese.
say.
But are they saying they always have 2 or more?
Well,
You know what
you
I'm
said
saying?
usually, so
Only
that's what
2
it said.
That's what I'm saying.
I think these guys understood the question, and it is 4 to 6 types of cheeses. You got ripped off, is
That's
what
what
you
I was
got.
thinking.
Cal,
When I saw that we only had the 2 types of cheese, I said, "This is not a charcuterie board.
this is not my
This is not my
charcuterie.
charcuterie."
Okay, true or false? A charcuterie board without meat is called vegan charcuterie board. Is that true or false?
False.
They say it's true,
What?
but really it's called awful.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have meat on your charcuterie board, it's like,
That's what
sorry.
it is, though. It says
I think that's going
uncured
against.
I
It's
know
like
they said?
a hamburger.
Yeah.
You can't have not
A
burger.
vegetable
It's not
hamburger.
a hamburger anymore. I
Well,
mean, if
and
you
it-
want to call it a sandwich, you can call it a
ham
sandwich.
or
and
sandwich.
burger are both meat, so it can't be vegan ham or burger.
No, you'll have
It's
some
not-
people arguing about that.
I don't care.
We went big
That's
time.
not what we were concerned about.
Controversial.
Come at me on this podcast.
Last one is Hudson's.
Uh-oh.
Boy.
Without meat protein, it is not officially a charcuterie board. Is that true or false?
Well, according to the last question, I would say that it's technically false because they said that you can have a vegan charcuterie board. But in my mind, my truth, I believe that it's true. You have to have a
So which one are you going with? Your truth or
my
the-
truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can it be? I think they say it's false, obviously. But how can you have char means fresh and coot means cooked or cured? I mean, what kind of vegetables are
I don't know.
cooked or cured? I suppose they're cooked, but cured? I don't know. Maybe. It seems like
That's
it's
what those
cooked.
veggies
Well,
Well,
straws
it
are.
what's
might
the
just
rest
be
of
to
that?
help
Isn't
out
it
those
pork? I thought that. I
Well,
thought that
charcuterie is a specific term with origins reaching as far back as the first 15th century.
Oh, 15th.
France, literally translated, means the products of a fancy pork butcher.
right there, pork.
Exactly. And I think they just did that to give
They got a
To
feeling
appease.
good.
You're saying to
There we go.
appease,
Yeah,
that's
thank
what
you.
you're
I appreciate it.
You're right.
Appreciate it.
Can't they just come up with a new word?
Yeah, like just get your own word. It's like, but I want to be part of a charcuterie, but you can't be because you're not. It's meat.
It's
like no offense,
no,
but like
it's called a veggie tray.
yeah, exactly.
Have yourself a
Veggie
veggie
straws,
tray.
whatever
Don't
you
call
want.
it a
Or
charcuterie
salad.
board.
In our final minutes, John,
Yeah.
your favorite piece of the charcuterie board? Which one? Was it meat, cheese,
Meat.
or okay? What
Yep.
was it?
The lighter of these, the smaller
Well, salami.
salami. Yeah, the salami.
Yeah,
Okay.
salami.
How about you, Drew?
Ooh, I didn't mind the prosciutto. I'll say prosciutto.
Is that because you don't have it very often, or is that the first time?
I think it may have been the first time I had prosciutto. We saw it a couple times in a long time ago. We used to see it in Piggly Wiggly. And we said we should have a prosciutto sandwich. But I was a little nervous because I'd never had it before. So you've opened horizons for me, new horizons.
Joe, how about you?
I like the pepperoni. I like the salami.
So that's two.
Was it a tie?
The smaller of the
Did you
two.
want to pick one?
Yeah, it's a tie.
Oh, it was a tie.
What? How about you, Calvin?
Salami for me.
Yeah.
Which one? There was two salamis.
The
one
first-
with an eye. That was
The
the,
very
smaller
first one.
The
Yeah,
first
that
one.
one. Yeah, that one was good.
I thought that was the best as well. I'll jump the gun there. I really liked that.
I like that
I'd have
too.
that again.
And one of the reasons I liked it was because they spelled salami with an E on the end.
Oh, wow.
That made you feel fancy. It made you feel like you were really
It
on
made,
the
it, felt,
Salami.
it made it feel about you. Salami.
mill. I never thought of it.
He's got
Stop while
he's
you're
the king
ahead,
of the
Joe.
dad jokes
Yeah.
on this.
But salami is
Yep.
salami eye.
Yep.
So
There
that's
is-
also about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good try, Joe.
There is no
Okay,
salam we
okay.
here. We'll say that.
When
well,
you
we
were
will. You will.
when you
I'm
were
not
here
gonna say
last
that. I'm
time,
not gonna
did we
part of
have
that.
the
Yes.
original Father Son Voiceover podcast take home prize table?
We did not.
Oh.
I think it started after me, right after me.
Get up there and you
Guess
pick
what?
something.
Here it
Oh
is.
man,
Oh,
This
big
is
big time.
You don't
our
have to get up
Christmas
right now.
gift.
We can do it.
Oh
Nice.
man,
That's your coupon.
Yeah.
Go
There's some
up.
good items up
By
there.
the way,
Yeah, and honestly, Cal,
I have one made. I should make a token like this. I made something like this kind of with your guys' logo with my 3D printer, but my
Wow.
first attempt, I had a setting messed up and it forced my printer to just ram into the side of itself until it was like spewing out material everywhere. So I'll have to try it again.
Yeah.
And I can maybe make a token for it.
oh, that
Oh,
would be
that'd be
nice.
cool.
So it'd be like a nice
Yeah.
official
What you
piece.
should do with that is if you're willing,
Wow.
you should have Hudson try to put a video on there, and then you can see it being
Oh,
made.
the
Little
token?
token.
I could
Not
I
the whole
could try to
time.
do
I'm just
that.
saying, just a little part
Video
of
I
it.
could do
How
that,
it's
like
made.
a time lapse.
Oh.
How it's made.
Post
There
that
you
on
go.
YouTube.
Time
There
lapse
you go.
there.
Yeah.
Well,
Cale can narrate.
We're gonna have to
thank
start
you.
paying Cal.
Thank you for coming over, and you can take, like, if your oldest daughter will eat something, take something for her too. So take 3 things, because you missed the last time.
And if you forget to buy Christmas gifts, there you go.
Yeah, I'll just give them there. You
Oh,
go.
right. I've got.
Yeah,
Anyway.
stocking stuffers there.
It's mainly garbage. Eat food.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about,
Nutritionally.
Nutritionally.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna want to come on our podcast.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It's
Oh,
mainly
there's some
garbage.
nice those measuring cup things. Are those still those measuring things
Yeah.
there?
You
from-
can-
Yeah, from
RVR.
RVR services,
Yeah.
you can have one of those too, or you can have
Yeah.
that weight building T-shirt,
Yeah.
or you can have
awesome
Pepsi, or
Yep.
So anything else, guys?
No, thanks for.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Take
Taking
a
on.
time out of
picture.
your
Some
day.
people can get a picture with Calvert.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep.
All right. I don't know what we're doing next, but we might be talking about my whisper room. So
Ah.
Okay.
stay tuned.
Local guests of the original Father-Son voiceover podcast get a coupon towards the FSVP prize table and your choice of a valuable take-home gift. Congratulations and thanks for being a guest on the original Father-Son voiceover podcast.
Everybody, my mom's here. I'm here. We are doing something that we do just about every year. We're in our bare feet, and it's cold out, and we're gonna run around the house in the snow with our bare feet. So you're watching the original Father-Son voiceover podcast, and you're gonna run with us. You ready, Mom? Yep. Let's go. Right behind you. Watch out for the tree. Oh, there's the light. I'm pushing you. Oh my, ouch. I'm short. How you doing? I beat you again this year, Mom. We'll get you right back. Mom's getting pulled around on the four-wheeler. Oh boy, the tube Deshaun's taking her. It's very cold here, but we find ways.
Are you dying to see more content like that? Check out the video over here or subscribe over here. Thanks.